oh, I haven't been able to show my striking yet. And obviously, I didn't show it in my last fight. It ended pretty fast, but I think my striking has got quite a bit better. But yeah, man, we're gonna pressure him, and I think you're gonna see some striking.
We're joined with Danny Buteau, King Buteau. Danny is 4-1 here as an amateur MMA fighter in New England. Danny, how are you?
Pretty good, Giuliano. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm glad you made time to come on. It's probably busy for you during the holidays. How's that been going?
Dude, it's actually so busy here in the Buteau household. So I just came back from my 6th Christmas party,
Oh my God.
and it's a lot, but we're done now, so it's a little bit of a relief. Now we just got to clean up this house. I'm in the middle of my living room, and it's a little bit of a pigsty, but we set a goal of 1 week, so we'll get it done by Wednesday, hopefully.
Nice.
Been busy, that's for sure.
Good. So recently you just had a fight announced for Combat Zone, February 8th, against Mike Jolicoeur so you're actually defending your title, your 145-pound title that you won in Combat Zone. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that fight and how it came up?
Yeah, so about this upcoming fight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so how it came up, it's kind of funny how it came up. I think I was supposed to fight Mike a couple different times. The first time, I forget exactly what happened the first time, but it didn't work out. And then the second time I was asked by NEF, and it was right around my wedding, so that wasn't going to work out either.
Mm-hmm.
And then he ended up fighting somebody from Lee Brothers, and I spent a week down in Indiana with the Lee Brothers, and they hit me up literally randomly Friday night of the last NEF fights, and they're like, hey, we're down on coaches, can you anyway make it up here to come coach? And I said, yeah, I'll figure it out. I figured it out. I went up there, and I actually coached one of the Lee Brothers guys against Mike, and I was sitting in the corner. And long story short, we had a couple words in the cage, and then we went out back, and we actually talked for probably 5 minutes. Seemed like a really nice guy, and I was like, dude, let's make it happen. Like, we wanted to fight in the past. Let's make it happen. He wanted to do NEF. And I really like NEF as well, but I got to defend my belt for a Combat Zone.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are. I told him basically I'll have the guy reach out to him, sign the contract. He signed the contract, so here we are.
Nice. So that guy you coached, that fighter you're talking about, was that in the last NEF event?
I believe it was in Bangor, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because that's what I thought. I saw you when I was commentating. I saw you walk out with like the Lee brothers, one of the Lee brothers fighters, and I was like, I thought I was kind of confused as to why you were in their corner. I have no idea why he's in there, but all right, that's cool.
So if anybody follows me at all, I fought a Lee brother for a title fight in NEF on the last time I fought.
Yep.
Didn't necessarily go our way. It was a quick fight, unfortunately for me. But my coaches are really good friends with their coaches, so we reached out, and I basically told them I'd love to train with them. And so I flew out there only like a month after that fight. I trained with them for a week, came back. I stayed in touch with the coach a few times, and then, yeah, he hit me up and said they needed an extra corner man. And they were traveling out here from Indiana, so they actually asked my coach first. He couldn't do it, so he asked me if I could do it. So, yeah, I helped him out. It was a good experience. It was the first time I've actually ever cornered. I've been in the corner of a lot of wrestling matches, but not MMA, and I was getting more nervous than my fights. Like, it was crazy. And they had a pretty good night, so that was nice. But yeah, no, it was good. It was a good experience.
So speaking about Lee Brothers in your last fight, that was June for NEF. Your opponent was Josue Sotoro. It was a quick fight, ended in the first round. What did you take away from that fight?
What I took away is basically he fought a good fight, and what I think I took away is basically never. So basically, what happened if nobody saw the fight is he took my back really fast and choked me out, rear naked choke. And he didn't throw in boots or anything like that. Like, he just jumped on it right away, came out like a ball of fire. And really, it was just like, I need to be safe at all times and less willing for certain things. So, like, he got a double leg, and I just gave my back up right away. And, like, I do it all the time in practice. Give my back up, find the wall, stand up, get wrist control, break away. And that's basically what I did. And what I broke his wrist control, and he just jumped on my neck, and I wasn't ready for that. So it's not necessarily being more cautious, but just always being ready in every single position. And I trained with they call him Sway out there. I trained with him for a week. He was basically my partner twice a day for 6 days, and it was good. I learned a lot when I was out there too. Their coaches are awesome, and he's a really good guy. So
Nice.
I learned a lot from it. A lot after, to be honest, than during the actual fight, because, like I said, it was like 54 seconds, 56 seconds, something like that.
Yeah, he definitely did come out very hot. Definitely wanted to put the pressure on you, I could tell. So that was in June. So you've had quite a couple months off. Was that planned for you to kind of take the rest of the year off and have maybe your next fight at the beginning of next year, or did it just kind of happen that way?
I was trying to fight in September, actually, in Indiana, and that ended up falling through. And so I got married in October, so that's why I didn't have any fights after that. I went on a honeymoon for 10 days, and it was like when I got back from my honeymoon, I could have fought on NEF like 6 days later, something like that, and I was offered a couple fights, and that's one of the fights I was offered. I was offered to fight him, but I just stayed smart, and I want to be here long term, so
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have to rush.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was timing, basically around the wedding. There was a lot to do with the wedding. Pretty big wedding, but it was fun. It was worth it.
Nice. Congratulations on your wedding.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So what do you know about your opponent, Mike Jolicor? He fights out of KTA, Nashville, New Hampshire. He's got a pretty big record for an amateur. A lot of fights to his name as an amateur, MMA and kickboxing.
Yeah, what's his record?
His record is, I believe, it is 6-4.
6-4. Yeah, no, a lot of fights. What do I know about him? I'll tell you basically what I told the Lee brothers guy going in. I was like, hey, I was supposed to fight this guy a couple times. I watched a couple videos. I think he's more of a sharpshooter, not necessarily sharpshooter, but like he's gonna want to stay on the outside and circle, and
he's a bit of a sniper. He's a bit of a sniper.
bit of a sniper. Yeah, so I guess sharpshooter would describe him. And I told him I think he has some grappling. I think it's more like not flashy grappling, but he'll throw up a triangle, throw up an armbar from bottom, stuff like that. But so that's what I think about him. I think he's a game opponent, but we have a game plan for that. So nice. I think it's going to be good. I think it'll be a good fight for the fans and everybody watching.
And you're mainly a wrestler, right? Your background is wrestling, correct?
Yeah, I've wrestled from 3rd grade and up to 2 years in college. I would say that's definitely my background. I've been training now strictly MMA for, it was 2 years in July, so about 2.5 years now. And it's funny, a lot of people say, oh, I haven't been able to show my striking yet. And obviously I didn't show it in my last fight. It ended pretty fast, but I think my striking has got quite a bit better. But yeah, man, we're gonna pressure him, and I think you're gonna see some striking later on once we really put the pressure on him. But yeah, my background is definitely wrestling.
Nice. Do you like jiu-jitsu, or you just?
Oh, dude, I love grappling, man. Yeah. Like, I've never grappled before up until my first MMA or when I first started training MMA. I actually have a tournament, not this today's Sunday, so 2 Sundays from now, flow sub only in Rockland.
Okay.
I did their 155-pound bracket. I think it's filled now, so
Yeah.
there's a 8-man bracket. So yeah, man, I love grappling too. It's so fun. It's and I think mostly because of wrestling, but it's like just something now that I do multiple times a week, and it's fun. It's real fun.
Nice. So what gym do you train out of?
I train out of Recon in Portland now. We were out of Westbrook about a year ago, but we changed gyms. It's a nice location. If you guys are looking for a new gym, come check out Recon. It's the place to be.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I definitely kind of want to swing by. I went to the last place. I saw you at the last place.
I remember, in the back room by the wrestling match.
Yeah.
It was, I think, one of Henry's grappling classes, right?
Yeah. I remember. I think that was the first time I met you. But I definitely want to swing by and check out the new place in Portland. That looks cool.
Yeah, you should. Mondays, Tyler runs class.
Okay.
What time is that? At 6 o'clock. It's fun.
All right. Nice. So what do you like to do in your time off when you're not training MMA?
In my time off, man, let's see. I got 2 kids. I got a 5-year-old, Neva. She's awesome. And I got an 18-month-old. His name's Keegan. And that's mostly when I'm not training. Like, I work a full-time job, and then I train 4 or 5 days a week. And then I come home to my kids. We also have 4 horses, couple pigs, 3 dogs, a cat. Like, we got a lot going on. Some chickens. Yeah, kind of.
You got a full house. Full house going on over there.
Full house. Yeah, no, that's for sure. In the summer times, it's a little more fun. We have a big garden and stuff too. We raise our not all of our own food and meat, but a good majority of it. So that helps out a little bit. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I love fishing, hunting, that stuff too. But one of those things. I wouldn't call myself necessarily a redneck, but I enjoy those types of things for sure.
Yeah, nice. Do you have any aspirations to turn pro?
Oh, dude, 100%. Like, I mean, what I am truly trying to do is one day provide for my family with this. And so, I talk to my wife about it all the time, but I'm going to go as hard as I can for, 5 years or so, and like really push hard to get into a big organization. Like, I'm probably going to be going pro this year, or not this year, but this coming up year.
Yep.
And I'm going to push hard, as hard as I can, try to get into a big organization and see where it goes from there. If I can, man, like, I mean, that would be the dream. That's the goal. And if I can't, like, I mean, I'm going to figure it out. I owned a couple businesses beforehand. One was a nutrition place. The other one was a spray foam company. So if I end up getting done, I imagine I'll own another business and try to provide for my family that way. But yeah, that's the goal, man. You got kind of the same thing everybody says, UFC, something like that. But basically enough to support my family doing something I love. So that's
nice. Good. That's nice. Do your kids do MMA at all?
So,
or do you want them to?
I would say if they want to, we'll let them do what they want. My daughter, she's in gymnastics, and she just did swim class as well. So now she knows how to swim. And she did field hockey this year too. She can wrestle if she wants to. I'm kind of waiting for her to tell me that she wants to wrestle. I'm not gonna like push them into it. My parents never like really pushed us into anything, so that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, if they want to fight or if they want to wrestle, like then they will. But if they don't want to, then they don't have to. Yeah, it's gonna be on them.
Yeah, nice. So do you have any like set number of amateur fights you want to have before you turn pro? After this one in February, do you want to do like 2 more, 3 more, and then turn pro, or do you want to see how like the wins happen?
So it's mostly going to be up to my coaches. My coaches know my goals and aspirations as well. So I'm 25 years old, still young, but not super young. So I think sometime this year is probably going to be a good time to go pro and start getting fights as pro fighter, I would say I'd probably have a few more amateur fights. I want to fight a lot this year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to set up like 5 fights if everything goes possible for this year. So I want to be super active. And yeah, we'll go from there. Like if something weird happens and there's a hiccup somewhere, if it's injury, illness, or something else happens in my life, then maybe things will change. But I think for the most part, you'll probably see me going pro in 3-4 fights.
Nice. Yeah, 25. I mean, you're definitely still young. Plenty of time for a lot of fights.
Still super young.
Yeah.
And I take it super serious, and I do want to provide for my family, and we have a big family, just 4 right now. I'd love to have more kids as well. So my wife might say something different. So I need to make some money. So when I say I'm still young but getting old, I mean like I don't want to make a bunch of career changes at 30, 35, 40 years old. So I want to go hard when I'm young. The next 5 years when I'm in my athletic prime, and see if we can make something happen. If I get in a big organization, in 3-4 years, then it's like, okay, now we're going fight by fight and stuff like that. But yeah, once the goal is to get into one of those organizations, and then things are going to change then. But one of those things.
Yeah, I definitely can tell that you always take it very seriously. You always come in on weight. You show up to the cage. You look shredded and lean. For 145, or what do you cut from?
Normally it's like right around 55, and I've walked as low as like 50. So honestly, I think I'm gonna be fighting in April as well. If everything goes great, no injury, illness, anything else pops up, I'm most likely gonna be fighting in April in Indiana, and I might make a cut down to 135 for that.
All right.
I'll have to talk to my coaches because, like, right now I'm walking around 150.
Okay.
150. Like this morning I was like 152. So
yeah.
It's a pretty easy cut. Like, I mean, Thursday night we just sauna and get a good workout in, and I dropped 6-7 pounds, and I'm on weight for Friday morning. Super easy. Cut weight my whole life. But the day before, man, it changes things. It's super easy. So I'll eventually probably be at 35. Okay. Either that, or I'm gonna grow more, walk around 65 and cut to 45, something like that.
Yeah.
60, 65.
How tall are you? You're like 5'7", right?
Yeah, I'm 5'6", 5'7".
Yeah.
Yeah. If you see anybody, tell them like 5'7", 5'8", but yeah, probably 5'6".
Yeah. I think you're like almost the same height as me, honestly. Yeah. Probably. I walk around. Well, I weigh like 150 right now, so I mean, we're like the same build.
Yeah. Probably 5'7" with shoes on,
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. It's a some people say they wish they were taller, and maybe, but I got the girl now, and I got the kid, so I don't wish for it anymore.
Yeah. Thanks for your time, Danny. Appreciate you coming on the show. We're gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna give you the floor. You can feel free to say anything inspirational, shout outs, whatever you want. The floor is yours.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, Juliana. Honestly, anytime, dude. And I just want to thank my sponsors, my family, my beautiful wife Savannah, my daughter Neva Keegan. They're really my world. I want to thank God for all the opportunities I have, and my the rest of my family and friends. Everybody really comes out and support. We got a good crowd every single time. And then I guess lastly, my coaches and my teammates. They are always there every single day, and they're awesome. They're the best around.
Nice. And what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is King Buteau, and just my last name, Buteau.
Nice. Cool.